Congratulations. God says, after you finish watching this video, check your bank account balance. What you see will surprise you. And if you listen to God now before it is too late, you are stepping into massive wealth. Do not scroll away from this moment, because what I am about to reveal to you is not common, and it is not accidental. I am speaking directly to you about your finances, your worries, and the quiet prayers you whispered when no one around you could hear. This is about a shift that begins inside your spirit and begins to appear in your bank account in ways you did not expect. If you believe I am guiding you right now, come on. Amen. You must remain until the end, because skipping this could delay a breakthrough that already carries your name. When I tell you to check your bank account after watching, I am not speaking without purpose. I am revealing that something is changing, not only in figures, but in favor, access, and opportunity. Wealth is not only money appearing suddenly from nowhere. Wealth is doors opening, debts loosening, ideas rising, and helpers appearing at the right time. I am aligning circumstances that will increase what you see when you look at that balance. What shocks you will not be terror. It will be relief, gratitude, and the realization that I have been moving behind the scenes. You have worried about bills, responsibilities, and whether you would have enough. I have seen every tear you tried to hide and every late-night calculation you made in silence. I know the feeling of opening your banking app while your heart drops before the screen even loads. That is why I am speaking with urgency, because I want you to understand that lack is not the final chapter of your story. In the next season of your life, what you once struggled to maintain will begin to multiply under my covering. Before you go any further, take a moment to show your faith by liking this video, because that simple action is a sign that you are agreeing with the blessing I am releasing over your life right now. I am not asking for performance. I am asking for partnership and trust. When you respond with belief, your heart becomes positioned to receive what I have prepared. You are not watching this by coincidence, and you are not hearing these words by accident. I drew you here because I am ready to lift the weight you have carried privately. The wealth I am speaking about is massive, not because it is meant to make you arrogant, but because it is meant to make you free from constant stress, free from borrowing, free from shame, and free from feeling behind in life. I am not giving you empty fantasies. I am promising provision that matches the calling on your life. I created you with purpose, and purpose requires resources. The increase that is coming will support your family, your dreams, and the generosity I have already placed inside your heart. When you check your bank account, you will remember this moment. You will remember that I told you a surprise was coming. The shock may not always come as one sudden deposit. Though I am able to perform sudden miracles, sometimes the surprise comes through a forgotten refund, an unexpected payment, a new contract, or a business idea that brings steady increase. I am arranging streams of income you have not even considered yet. You have felt overlooked while others seem to move forward. You have compared your progress to friends, co-workers, and relatives. I tell you now that your timing is different because your assignment is different. I have been strengthening your character so that when wealth grows in your hands, it will not destroy you. I am building wisdom within you, so increase becomes sustainable, not temporary. Massive wealth begins in the way you think before it appears in your account. I am shifting how you think about money, worth, and possibility. You are not destined to struggle forever. and you are not cursed to repeat cycles of lack. I am breaking patterns that passed through your family for generations. What limited them will not limit you. Because I am establishing a new legacy through your obedience, there will be moments very soon when you open your bank balance and stare in disbelief. You will wonder how things change so quickly. You will trace it back to this day, when you chose to listen instead of dismissing my voice, comme en 1111. Let that become your declaration, that you believe I can align numbers in your favor. Do not misunderstand me. This is not about greed. This is about stability, security, and the ability to bless others without fear. I want you to live without constant anxiety over rent, school fees, groceries, and emergencies. I want you to experience the joy of giving freely, because you know there is more than enough. The massive wealth I am preparing for you will reflect my goodness, not your pride. Even now, I am positioning people to notice your skills and reward your effort. I am turning conversations in your favor and softening hearts that once resisted you. Opportunities that passed you by before will return with new urgency. The same account that once caused you stress will become a testimony of my faithfulness. Stay attentive, stay obedient, stay grateful. When I said you would be shocked after checking your balance, I meant that your current understanding of what is possible is too small. You have calculated based on salary, based on savings, and based on what you can see in front of you. I calculate based on open doors, divine timing, unexpected partnerships, and ideas that can generate streams of income you have not yet imagined. What limits you does not limit me. I am not restricted by the economy, by your background, or by the mistakes you made in the past. You have felt embarrassed by your financial situation at times. You have avoided conversations about money because you felt behind. I saw the moments you smiled in public, but worried in private. I saw you hesitate before purchasing something necessary because you were afraid of overdrawing your account. I am not shaming you for that fear. I am replacing it with assurance. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I am teaching you to expect growth instead of decline. Every time you log into your bank account, I want you to begin expecting increase. Even before the numbers reflect it, your heart must align with my promise. Fear repels faith, but expectation welcomes miracles. The shock you will feel is not just about a higher balance. It is about realizing that your season of constant shortage is ending. There are opportunities forming around you right now. Someone is thinking about recommending you. Someone is considering hiring you. Someone is preparing to invest in something you are connected to. These movements may seem small at first, but they are seeds that will produce financial fruit. I am guiding conversations and aligning timing in ways you cannot see. Do not underestimate the power of obedience in simple things. When I nudge you to apply for something, to start something, or out to someone, do not ignore it. Those instructions are connected to your financial expansion. I do not randomly direct you. I lead you toward provision. Your willingness to act will unlock doors that hesitation would have kept closed. You have prayed for relief from debt. You have asked for breathing room. I have heard every word. Debt will not define your story forever. step by step, payment by payment, opportunity by opportunity. I am bringing you toward freedom. The massive wealth I mentioned includes freedom from what has weighed you down. There will be a moment when you check your bank account and notice that it is not draining the way it used to. You will see stability where there was once instability. You will notice consistency where there once unpredictability. That shift will feel almost unreal to you. That is when you will understand that I have been restructuring your financial foundation. Comment 760 accept. Let that be your declaration that you trust me to complete what I have started in your finances. I am also shaping your discipline. Wealth without wisdom disappears quickly. I am teaching you to manage what you have so that when more arrives, it remains. You are learning restraint, planning, and gratitude. These qualities are preparing you for overflow. There were times you thought I was silent about your financial struggles. You wondered why others seemed to receive breakthroughs while you waited. I was not ignoring you. I was preparing you. Sudden increase without inner growth can destroy a person. I care more about your long-term stability than short-term excitement. The shock you will feel when you check your balance is connected to preparation meeting opportunity. You will realize that your patience was not wasted. The skills you develop during hard times will serve you in prosperous times. You will handle growth with maturity because you have known scarcity with humility. Do not let fear talk you out of believing for more. The world may tell you to lower your expectations, to settle, to accept just enough. I am telling you that I am capable of more than enough. I am not limited to covering only the basics. I can provide abundance. Abundance is not excess for pride. It is overflow for purpose. I am positioning you to be a giver, not just a receiver. When your bank account grows, it will not only bless you, it will bless your family, your community, and causes that reflect my heart. The wealth you receive will circulate goodness into the lives of others. That is why I am intentional about how I grow you. You may soon receive an unexpected notification. It could be a payment, a refund, a bonus, or approval for something you thought was unlikely. When that happens, remember this conversation. Remember that I told you to listen carefully because something was shifting. The surprise will confirm that I am active in your financial world. Stay consistent in your effort. Keep working. Keep learning. Keep applying yourself. I do not replace responsibility. I bless it. Your diligence creates pathways that my favor accelerates. Together, your action and my grace will produce visible results. There is also healing taking place in how you view money. You are no longer defined by what you lack. You are defined by who I say you are. Your worth was never tied to your bank balance. Now I am aligning your external reality with the value I already placed inside you. When you open your banking app in the coming days, do not brace yourself for disappointment. Open it with quiet confidence. Expect to see progress even if it begins in small increments. Small increases are still signs of movement. Movement leads to momentum. Comment 1, 2, 1, 2. Let that be your sign that you trust my timing over your fear. I am not late in your life. I am precise. The wealth coming to you will arrive at the right moment when you can sustain it and steward it. You will not look back at this season with resentment, but with gratitude. You will see that even your waiting period had purpose. Keep your heart aligned with me. Keep your mind open to new ideas. Keep your spirit receptive to my direction. The shock I spoke about is not a trick. It is a transformation. Your bank account will reflect the shift happening in your faith. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not destined to struggle forever. I am guiding you into a season where provision feels natural instead of rare. Trust that I am increasing you in ways that will soon become visible. The shock I spoke about is layered. It is not only about a sudden jump in your balance, though that is possible. It is about discovering that streams of provision can open in places you once overlooked. I am giving you sharper vision. You will begin to notice ideas, skills, and connections that you dismissed before. What if everything you've been told about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You have underestimated yourself financially. You assumed that massive wealth was reserved for others with better backgrounds, better education, or better timing. I am breaking that false belief. Your story is not disqualified by your past. Your current balance is not a prophecy of your future. There are seeds you planted that you forgot about. Hard work, integrity, kindness, consistency, and faithfulness are not wasted investments. I am bringing returns from places you did not even track. What looked slow was not stagnant. What felt delayed was being developed. Soon you will see progress that feels disproportionate to your effort. That is favor. Favor accelerates what would normally take years. Favor multiplies what logic says should only add. When you check your bank account and feel stunned, remember that it is not luck. It is alignment. I am also teaching you how to hold wealth without fear. In the past, whenever you received a little more, anxiety followed. You worried that it would disappear just as quickly. I am stabilizing your inner world so that when your outer world expands, you remain steady. Peace will accompany your prosperity. There is a discipline rising in you that you did not have before. You are thinking more clearly about spending, saving, and investing. You are asking wiser questions. This is not random maturity. I am preparing you for growth that requires responsibility. Comment 555? Let that be your sign that you believe I am building both your character and your capacity. I want you to understand something deeply personal. When I speak about massive wealth, I am not only talking about one moment. I am talking about a sustained shift in your financial story. There will be moments of surprise, but there will also be steady growth. The shock will come not just from one number, but from the pattern that forms over time. You may soon notice that money stays longer than it used to. Expenses will feel manageable instead of overwhelming. Opportunities to earn more will appear with less struggle. What once drained you will begin to support you. That is a restructuring, not a coincidence. There are conversations happening that involve your name. You do not hear them yet, but they are real. Someone is evaluating your value more seriously than before. Someone is recognizing your reliability. Someone is preparing to trust you with something that carries financial reward. I am softening the hearts of people who once overlooked you. I am redirecting paths that seemed blocked. I am moving circumstances quietly so that when the opening comes, it feels natural. You will step into it without realizing how much I adjusted behind the scenes. Do not sabotage what is coming by speaking negatively over your finances. Words shape atmosphere. When you repeatedly declare that you are always broke or always struggling, you anchor yourself to that identity. Begin to align your speech with my promise. You are moving into increase. There will be a day very soon when you open your banking app and pause. You will look at the number twice to be sure you are seeing correctly. It may not be millions overnight, but it will be a clear shift. It will be enough to make you realize that momentum has started. And once momentum begins, it builds. One opportunity leads to another. One contact introduces you to another. One increase sets the stage for the next. I am creating a chain reaction that benefits you financially. You have endured seasons where you felt behind everyone else. You watched others post achievements, purchases, and milestones, while you silently struggled. I saw the comparison. I saw the doubt. Now, I am restoring your confidence and your position. Your financial story will not end in embarrassment. It will end in testimony. The same account that once triggered anxiety will become evidence of my provision. You will remember nights when you feared checking your balance, and you will smile at how far you have come. Comment 999. Let that be your declaration that you expect supernatural movement in your finances. I am not just increasing numbers. I am increasing access. Access to knowledge, to mentors, to opportunities, to rooms you once felt unqualified to enter. When access expands, income follows. I am expanding your circle and your influence in ways that naturally support your growth. There will be wisdom guiding you to make strategic decisions. You will know when to say yes and when to wait. You will sense when an opportunity aligns and when it does not. That discernment will protect your wealth from unnecessary loss. I am also healing financial wounds from your past. Mistakes you made do not define your future. Losses you experienced do not disqualify you from gain. I redeem what was broken. I restore what was wasted. When I told you to listen before it was too late, I was speaking about alignment. There are moments in life when belief shifts everything. This is one of those moments. By choosing to trust me now, you position yourself to walk confidently into what is forming. Massive wealth, as I define it for you, is not just an amount. It is freedom from constant stress. It is the ability to plan without panic. It is the joy of giving without fear. It is security that does not shake when an unexpected expense arises. You will experience that kind of stability. You will see consistency replace chaos. You will feel confidence replace dread. And when you check your bank account in the coming weeks and months, you will see tangible proof that something shifted. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful. Some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Stay attentive to my guidance. Act on the ideas I place in your heart. Do not dismiss small beginnings. What starts modestly can grow powerfully under my blessing. You are not dreaming too big. You are not foolish for hoping. I planted that desire for financial breakthrough in you. I do not ignite longing without also preparing provision. As you continue forward, carry this assurance. Your balance is not static. Your story is not stuck. I am actively working to increase you. When the shock comes, let it turn into gratitude instead of disbelief. Let it strengthen your faith instead of surprising you into doubt. Remember that I told you this shift was already in motion. Right now, your faith is being tested in a subtle way. You are hearing my words, but part of you is still calculating based on your current circumstances. You look at your income, your expenses, and your obligations, and you try to figure out how massive wealth fits into that equation. I am asking you to trust beyond visible math. I do not operate within your limited projections. There are resources assigned to your name that have not yet reached your hands. There are payments delayed that will be released. There are approvals that seemed unlikely that will suddenly move forward. You will not force these changes. You will witness them. I am rearranging what felt stuck. The shock you will experience when you check your bank account will not be confusion. It will be confirmation. It will confirm that the drought is ending. It will confirm that the pressure you felt was not permanent. It will confirm that I am attentive to the smallest details of your life. I am also strengthening your confidence so that when increase begins, you do not shrink back. Sometimes when people rise financially, they feel unworthy and sabotage their own growth. I am breaking that pattern before it can take root in you. You will not apologize for being blessed. Command 222. Let that be your quiet agreement that you are ready to receive without fear. Your past seasons of lack were not punishments. They were preparation. They trained you to value what you earn and to respect what you hold. They taught you empathy for others who struggle. That empathy will remain with you when your balance grows. You are stepping into a period where ideas will begin to flow more freely. Creative solutions, business concepts, side opportunities, and collaborations will present themselves. Do not dismiss these thoughts as random. I am planting strategy in your mind. There will be a moment when you look back and realize that the turning point began with a simple decision to believe. The world around you may not change overnight, but your internal alignment shifts everything. Faith opens doors that doubt keeps closed. You are choosing to walk through what I am unlocking. When you check your bank account after this season unfolds, you will see patterns of increase that surprise you. You will notice that the balance is no longer a source of dread. Instead of bracing yourself for disappointment, you will feel steady. That steadiness is a sign that stability has arrived. I am guiding you toward financial partnerships that are trustworthy. I am steering you away from traps that could drain you. There are offers you will wisely decline because they are not aligned with your growth. There are offers you will accept that expand your reach and your revenue. Do not underestimate quiet progress. A steady rise may not feel dramatic, but it builds strength, massive wealth. As I am shaping it for you, includes durability. It includes protection from sudden collapse. It includes wisdom that sustains success. There will be testimonies in your life that revolve around numbers. You will say that at one time your account was nearly empty, and now it carries overflow. You will speak about unexpected credits and consistent gains. You will tell others that faith and discipline changed your direction. Comment 1515. Let that be your declaration that you trust my provision to multiply. You may soon receive news that shifts your financial outlook. It might come through a conversation, an email, or an opportunity you almost ignored. Pay attention. I am not only increasing what you have, I am expanding what you can earn. The wealth I am releasing into your life will not distance you from me. It will draw you closer in gratitude. You will recognize that every increase traces back to my guidance. You will see that obedience positioned you for opportunity. I am restoring dignity to your financial story. There were moments when you felt small because of your balance. You compared yourself and felt behind. I am lifting that weight off your identity. You are not defined by temporary numbers. As your bank account grows, so will your sense of purpose. You will see clearly how resources enable impact. You will support your family without hesitation. You will contribute without fear. You will build without constant anxiety. The shock I mentioned at the beginning is unfolding in stages. First comes internal alignment. Then comes visible movement. Finally comes sustained overflow. You are in the transition between the first and second stage. Keep your heart steady. Do not allow impatience to disrupt your focus. I am not teasing you with promises. I am guiding you toward manifestation. The timing is intentional. Soon you will open your banking app and see more than just a number. You will see evidence of faith rewarded. You will see proof that listening instead of dismissing this moment mattered. You will feel a wave of relief that replaces years of quiet tension. Remember that massive wealth is not only what enters your account, but what remains. It is growth that stays. It is income that stabilizes. It is favor that repeats. You are not chasing money alone. You are walking into alignment with provision. That distinction protects your heart. When your motive stays pure, your increase stays healthy. There are habits forming in you that will guard your future. Planning, saving, investing wisely, and seeking counsel are becoming natural. These patterns are foundations for larger responsibility. I am not only blessing you, I am preparing you to manage the blessing. The season ahead will surprise you in good ways. You will feel momentum building where there was once stagnation. You will sense doors opening where there were once walls. You will witness movement in accounts that once felt frozen. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. Hold on to this assurance. I am your source, not your salary. I am your provider, not your employer. I can use many channels to increase you. Your responsibility is to stay aligned and attentive. When the shock arrives, do not minimize it. Celebrate it. Give thanks. Acknowledge that what seemed impossible began to unfold because you chose to listen and believe. Your bank account will reflect the shift in your faith. Your balance will mirror the breakthrough in your spirit. The massive wealth I promised is not an empty statement. It is a process already in motion. There was a time when you avoided looking at your financial reality. You delayed opening statements because you were bracing for disappointment. I saw the hesitation in your hands and the tightness in your chest. That tension will not define your future. You are moving toward a season where reviewing your finances feels calm and empowering. The wealth I am guiding toward you is layered with intention. It will not only increase your numbers, it will increase your options. You will have choices where you once felt trapped. You will have breathing room where you once felt squeezed. That freedom is part of the promise. Do not think that I am unaware of the deadlines that approach. I see the payments due, the responsibilities waiting, the expectations placed on you. I am not asking you to ignore reality. I am telling you that I am stepping into it with you. What feels urgent to you is already within my reach. Comme ils disent, let that be your sign that you declare faith over fear in your finances. You are beginning to notice small confirmations. An expense that turned out lower than expected, a refund you forgot about, a conversation that hinted at opportunity. These are not random, they are signals that movement has already begun. Massive wealth does not always arrive loudly. Sometimes it grows quietly, like a river gathering strength beneath the surface. One day, you will look back and realize progress began long before you noticed it. I have been working steadily while you were still worrying. There is also healing taking place in the way you understand success. You once connected wealth with pressure, responsibility, and fear of becoming overwhelmed. I am reframing that for you. Wealth under my guidance becomes a tool, not a burden. You will handle increase differently than you handled lack. Scarcity taught you how to survive. Increase will teach you how to build. You will invest in growth instead of only trying to cover what is missing. When I told you to check your bank account after watching, I was drawing your focus to something tangible. Faith is powerful, but I also want you to see evidence in your daily life. I want you to open that app and understand that change is not only spiritual language, it is practical. There will be a moment soon when you find yourself smiling at a number that once would have frightened you. You will notice that your balance is holding steady. You will see incoming transactions happening more often. That pattern will reassure you that stability is beginning to take root. I am also increasing your awareness of value. You will begin to recognize that your time, your skills, and your insight carry real worth. You will negotiate differently. You will accept opportunities that reflect your true value. You will stop underpricing yourself because of insecurity. Comme en 1919. Let that be your quiet affirmation that you are expecting lasting increase. The shock you feel will not only be about one sudden deposit. It will be about realizing that the ceiling over your finances has been lifted. You have been thinking inside limits that no longer belong to you. I am expanding what you believe is possible. There are contracts, promotion, and side ventures that will unfold at the right time. You may not see them clearly yet, but they are forming. I am aligning your preparation with opportunity. When the door opens, you will be ready to step through it. You once feared that wealth might pull you away from humility. I am showing you that gratitude will keep your heart grounded. You will not lose yourself in the increase. You will remember the nights of prayer and the days of discipline. Your bank account is becoming a reflection of alignment. As your trust grows, your provision grows with it. As your obedience strengthens, your stability strengthens too. This is not random coincidence. It is a pattern of partnership between your effort and my favor. There were seasons when you felt invisible. You believed your hard work went unnoticed. I was watching, I was recording, I was preparing reward. Soon, you will recognize that what looked like delay was actually positioning. I was steering you away from unstable paths. I was protecting you from deals that would have drained your strength. I was guiding you toward foundations that could sustain what I was preparing to release. When you check your balance in the coming days, do it with expectation instead of hesitation. Let your eyes look for progress. Even modest growth is a sign that the tide has turned. Celebrate movement. Because movement builds momentum. I am not only adding to your account, I am adding to your confidence. Financial confidence changes how you enter rooms. It changes how you speak about your future. It changes how you plan for long-term goals. Massive wealth for you will include security. It will include the ability to respond to emergencies without panic. It will include the ability to bless others without counting every cent in fear. That is the stability I am building. Stay attentive to your habits. Continue learning. Continue improving your skills. I bless diligence. I accelerate preparation. There will be a day when you open your banking app and realize the number no longer intimidates you. Instead, it inspires you. You will see potential instead of pressure. You will feel peace instead of strain. Can saying only 9 words daily truly make money flow into your life? a leading neuroscientist, says yes. And the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now helping ordinary people become debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret will not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments now to access it before it is permanently deleted. The promise I gave you at the beginning still stands. You will be shocked, not because I am playing with your emotions, but because you underestimated what I could do through steady alignment. The increase may come in waves, but it will come. You are not forgotten in the area of finances. I am deeply involved. I am guiding you through decisions that will protect and multiply what you receive. I am leading you toward wisdom that preserves your growth. Keep listening, keep trusting, keep acting on the quiet instructions I place in your heart. The transformation is unfolding step by step. When you check your bank account and see evidence of progress, let gratitude rise quickly. Gratitude protects blessing. Gratitude multiplies joy. You are entering a season where your balance reflects breakthrough. Your story is shifting from survival to stability. The numbers will change because your season has changed. When you first heard me speak about checking your bank account, both hope and doubt stirred inside you. That tension is natural when faith meets reality. I am not offended by your hesitation. I am strengthening your trust through consistency. Your financial story is being rewritten line by line. There were chapters filled with stress and uncertainty. There were months when you barely made it through. Those chapters are not erased, but they are no longer the theme. The theme is shifting toward growth. You are not stuck in survival mode forever. You are stepping into expansion. Expansion requires courage, and you are building that courage right now. Comment 1717. Let that be your declaration that you are ready for expansion without fear. You have been more disciplined than you give yourself credit for. You kept going, even when progress felt slow. You paid what you could. You worked with what you had. I saw your effort. That effort is about to meet opportunity. When effort meets favor, increase follows. The shock you will feel when you check your balance will be the result of that intersection. It will not be random. It will be the fruit of perseverance, aligned with my timing. I am also removing hidden drains from your finances. Unnecessary expenses will become clear. Costly mistakes will be avoided. Decisions that once would have set you back will now be navigated wisely. Protection is part of provision. There are people I am repositioning around you. Some will fade out because they were tied to old patterns. Others will step in because they align with your future. Relationships influence resources more than you realize. You may soon sense a shift in your confidence when discussing money. Conversations that once intimidated you will feel manageable. Negotiations that once felt uncomfortable will feel balanced. This change inside you prepares you for change outside you. The wealth I am guiding toward you will not overwhelm you. It will match your maturity. I do not release abundance carelessly. I release it where it can grow and be sustained. There will be a moment when you realize that you are no longer counting down days until the next paycheck in panic. You will notice that your balance carries you further than it used to. That is a sign that stability is forming. I am increasing not only your income, but your wisdom. You will make decisions that protect what you earn. You will recognize when to wait and when to move. Discernment will guard your growth. Comment 1212. Let that be your sign that you trust my timing in your financial breakthrough. You once feared that massive wealth would change you in negative ways. I am showing you that true increase strengthens gratitude. The more you receive, the more aware you will be of my hand in your life. Prosperity under my guidance does not corrupt. It clarifies purpose. You are entering a phase where unexpected doors will open. A project may grow beyond your expectations. A skill you developed quietly may suddenly become valuable. A connection you maintained may lead to opportunity. These shifts will feel surprising, but they are aligned. When you open your bank account in the near future, you will sense momentum. The numbers may not yet reflect your ultimate vision, but they will reflect movement. Movement creates hope. Hope strengthens faith. I am building consistency in your financial life. Instead of dramatic highs and painful lows, you will experience steadiness. That steadiness is a form of wealth in itself. Peace of mind is priceless. You have carried quiet anxiety about emergencies. You wondered what would happen if something unexpected occurred. I am guiding you toward a place where you are prepared instead of panicked. Savings will grow. Buffers will form. The shock I spoke of is not only about sudden increase, it is about realizing that you are no longer fragile financially. You will recognize resilience in your resources. That realization will change how you see your future. Do not compare your journey to others. Their timeline is not your blueprint. I am crafting something specific for you. What looks slower now may prove stronger later. You will soon look back at this season and understand why certain doors closed. Those closed paths were protecting you from unstable foundations. I was steering you toward growth that lasts. As your bank account begins to reflect progress, guard your mindset. Stay humble. Stay grateful. Stay disciplined. Growth must be handled wisely to continue. I am proud of the strength you have shown through financial uncertainty. You did not give up. You kept working. You kept hoping. That resilience is part of why you are ready for more. The wealth coming into your life will feel earned and blessed at the same time. You will see the connection between your effort and my favor. That combination is powerful. You are not chasing numbers blindly. You are stepping into alignment with provision. Your goals will become clearer. Your plans will feel more achievable. Your steps will feel more confident. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. When you check your bank account and see undeniable progress, let it remind you that listening mattered. This moment of alignment began when you chose to stay attentive instead of dismissing my voice. I am not teasing you with possibility. I am guiding you toward reality. Reality that includes growth. Reality that includes freedom. Reality that includes stability. Your story is moving from strain to strength. Your balance is moving from fragile to firm. Your mindset is moving from doubt to expectation. Stay close. Stay focused. Stay patient. The shift is unfolding in ways that will soon become visible. When the shock fully settles into gratitude, you will understand that this was not about one transaction, it was about transformation. Your bank account will become a reflection of alignment, discipline, and favor working together. When you first heard me say to check your bank account after watching, something inside you leaned forward. That was hope awakening. Hope is not foolishness. Hope is recognition that I am capable of altering what feels fixed. Your current balance is not your ceiling. It is only a snapshot of a moment in time. I see beyond the present digits. I see where I am taking you. There are adjustments happening in your habits. You are becoming more intentional. You are noticing where money flows and where it leaks. Awareness is the beginning of increase. Comment? Let that be your quiet agreement that you believe change is already unfolding. You have endured moments of discouragement when income did not match effort. You worked hard and saw little return. I was not ignoring you. I was developing endurance and skill beneath the surface. The wealth I am guiding toward you will not rely on one fragile source. It will be supported by multiple streams. This diversification is protection. Protection is part of my promise. There will be conversations that alter your direction financially. A suggestion, en invitation, or an idea may seem small at first. Do not dismiss it. Seeds become harvests when nurtured. When you check your bank account in the near future, you may notice something subtle before something dramatic, a steadier pattern, a healthier rhythm. Consistency is a form of shock when you have known instability for so long. I am also expanding your courage to step into rooms that once intimidated you. You will speak with more assurance. You will present yourself with more clarity. Confidence, influence, compensation. The massive wealth I spoke about includes long-term vision. You will begin to think beyond immediate needs. You will plan years ahead. You will invest in growth instead of merely surviving the present. Comment 333. Let that be your declaration, that you trust me to guide your financial future. I am breaking cycles that once felt inherited. Patterns of scarcity that traveled through generations will not define you. You are becoming a turning point. Through you, stability will be established. You may soon see an increase that surprises you not only because of its size, but because of its timing. It will arrive at a moment when you need reassurance most. That is not coincidence. That is alignment. I am teaching you patience because patience protects wealth. Impulsive decisions once drained you. Now discernment will guide you. You will feel peace before you act. The shock that awaits you is layered with relief. Relief that you are no longer walking on financial thin ice. Relief that you can breathe without counting every cent. Relief that you can plan without fear. When you open your banking app and see growth, let gratitude anchor you. Gratitude keeps increase healthy. It reminds you that provision flows from me. You once wondered if you would always feel behind. That fear is dissolving. You are stepping into a season where you move ahead with confidence. Opportunities will align with your preparation. Skills you honed in quiet seasons will now carry value. You will see the connection between your past effort and your present reward. I am not only increasing your numbers, I am increasing your influence. Influence often leads to income. As your reach expands, so will your resources. Comment 888. Let that be your affirmation, that abundance is becoming natural in your life. There will be a point when checking your bank account becomes a moment of reflection instead of anxiety. You will notice progress without strain. You will see stability where there was once unpredictability. Massive wealth in your life will not be reckless. It will be responsible. It will allow you to build, to support, and to give. You are learning to separate your identity from your balance. That separation is powerful when your worth is secure. Your wealth can grow without controlling you. The days ahead will reveal steady improvement. It may begin with manageable gains, then build into larger breakthroughs. Momentum builds quietly before it becomes obvious. I am aligning mentors and resources around you. Guidance will sharpen your decisions. Insight will prevent loss. Wisdom will multiply what you receive. When I told you that you would be shocked, I meant that your expectations would expand. You will look at your account and realize that what once felt unreachable is now within sight. Stay disciplined. Stay attentive. Stay grateful. These qualities will guard your growth. You are not walking into luck. You are walking into alignment. Alignment produces results that last. The relief you will feel when stability becomes your norm will be profound. You will remember seasons of tension and recognize how far you have come. I am with you in every transaction, every decision, every opportunity. I am not distant from your financial life. I am deeply involved. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Soon you will check your bank account and feel a shift that confirms this journey was not empty. The numbers will tell a new story. The story will speak of growth, resilience, and favor. Remain steady in faith. Remain open to guidance. Remain patient in progress. Your financial path is no longer defined by fear. It is defined by forward movement. The wealth I promised is not fading. It is forming. When I first told you that you would be shocked after checking your balance, it was not an exaggeration. The shock is connected to contrast. You have lived in one financial atmosphere for so long that stepping into a different one will feel unfamiliar. You are moving from constant calculation to confident planning. You are moving from surviving each month to building the next year. There are systems quietly aligning in your favor. Projects that once stalled will gain traction. Payments that seemed delayed will clear. People who underestimated your value will begin to see it clearly. This is not sudden luck. This is accumulated preparation, meeting divine timing. Comment 666. Let that be your agreement that you are stepping into structured increase. You are also becoming more aware of how you handle resources where you once reacted emotionally. You are beginning to respond thoughtfully. This shift protects what is coming. I do not pour new wine into unstable containers. I strengthen the container first. You may soon notice that your income begins to feel more predictable. Instead of uncertainty, each month you will sense rhythm. That rhythm creates confidence. Confidence fuels growth. The massive wealth I spoke of is not about showing off. It is about establishing strength. It is about creating margin in your life. Margin allows generosity. Margin allows rest. Margin allows vision. When you check your bank account and see steady progress, do not minimize it. Small growth compounds. Incremental improvement builds empires over time. You are not behind. You are building. I am also expanding your ability to recognize opportunity quickly. You will sense when something aligns. You will feel clarity instead of confusion. That clarity will save you time and money. There are financial conversations ahead that will feel different. You will no longer shrink back or doubt your worth. You will speak with grounded confidence. That shift will influence outcomes. Comment 1414. Let that be your sign that you believe your financial voice matters. You once felt that money controlled your emotions. Now you are learning to control your response to money. That discipline creates power. Power handled wisely becomes prosperity. There will be a moment soon when you open your banking app and feel a wave of quiet satisfaction, not pride, not arrogance, but relief. Relief that you are no longer fighting to stay afloat. Relief that stability has become normal. I am guiding you toward long-term thinking. You will begin planning investments. You will consider growth that extends beyond immediate needs. This perspective marks maturity. The shock I mentioned earlier is also about perspective. You will look at your balance and realize that the fear that once haunted you has lost its voice. That realization is priceless. You are entering a season where income and peace will grow together. Peace without provision feels fragile. Provision without peace feels chaotic. I am giving you both. There are people observing your consistency. They are noticing your reliability. They are recognizing your skill. Their recognition will open doors tied to increase. You will soon understand why certain opportunities did not work out in the past. They were not aligned with sustainable growth. I was protecting your future. Comment un 8? Let that be your declaration, that protection and provision walk together. As your balance grows, guard your humility. Gratitude anchors you. Generosity keeps your heart open. Discipline keeps your resources strong. I am not only increasing your account, I am strengthening your confidence to manage it. Wealth that is mishandled fades. Wealth that is stewarded wisely multiplies. There will be days when you look back and struggle to remember how tight things once felt. That is how far you are going to move. The stress that once defined your financial life will feel distant. Keep paying attention to the ideas that come quietly. Some of them will lead to steady streams of income. Some will refine existing opportunities. I am placing strategy in your thoughts. You are not receiving empty promises. You are walking through a process. Process produces permanence. Quick gains without grounding do not last. When you check your bank account after this shift fully settles, you will see evidence of growth that feels earned and blessed at the same time. That combination builds confidence. Massive wealth in your life will look like sustainability. It will look like progress that does not disappear overnight. It will look like options that were once out of reach. You are becoming someone who handles increase without fear. That transformation inside you is just as important as the numbers outside you. I am proud of your resilience. You did not give up when things were tight. You did not collapse under pressure. That endurance positioned you for this season. Soon the numbers will reflect the shift that has been forming within you. You will see more than improvement. You will see momentum. Stay steady. Stay grateful. Stay attentive to my guidance. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is not fading. It is stabilizing. When the shock arrives in full measure, it will not feel chaotic. It will feel right. You will recognize it as the natural outcome of faith, discipline, and favor working together. Your bank account will no longer symbolize anxiety. It will symbolize alignment. It will reflect not only growth, to but transformation. You are still walking forward. And I need you to understand something clearly. The transformation I have been speaking about is no longer distant. It is no longer abstract. It is moving into visibility. What has been forming quietly is preparing to surface in ways that you can measure and see. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. When I first told you to check your bank account after watching, it was because I wanted to anchor your faith to something practical. Faith is not meant to float without evidence. I am a God who moves in tangible ways. I care about what shows up in your real life, not just in your imagination. You have noticed subtle improvements already. A little more room at the end of the month. A little less stress before bills are due. A little more confidence when you open your banking app. These are early signals. They are not the final picture. Massive wealth, as I have defined it for you, is unfolding in layers. First comes stability, then comes growth, then comes overflow. You are no longer in mode. You are in strengthening mode. Comment 444? Let that be your quiet declaration that you believe stability is taking root. You are also becoming more intentional with your decisions. You pause before spending. You evaluate before committing. That maturity is not accidental. I am refining your instincts so that when greater resources arrive, they remain protected. There are financial doors that are about to open in unexpected ways. A role may expand. A contract may renew with better terms. A skill you cultivated quietly may suddenly gain attention. These are not coincidences. They are responses to your preparation. When you check your bank account soon and see undeniable improvement, I want you to remember that this moment was seeded by faith and discipline. It did not begin when the numbers changed. It began when your mindset shifted. You once thought wealth belonged to other people. You watched others rise and wondered if you would always trail behind. That belief is dissolving. You are stepping into your own increase. I am not just adding income. I am increasing capacity. God says, I'm tired of trying to talk to you. Something very shocking will happen to you tonight. It's very important for you to hear this before it vanishes in 35 seconds. It's very urgent. So listen to God now before it's too late. I am not speaking to frighten you without reason, and I am not raising my voice without purpose, because what I am about to do tonight will shake the ground beneath your fear and wake your sleeping spirit before you miss a blessing that was for you long ago. When I say I am tired of trying to talk to you, I mean that I have whispered through your quiet moments. I have nudged your heart during your tears, and I have called your name in the middle of your confusion. Yet, you kept turning toward noise instead of toward me. This is not anger that pushes you away. It is love that refuses to let you drift any further. Come on. Amen. The shocking thing that happens tonight will not be destruction. It will be revelation. Because I am about to open your eyes to what you have overlooked and remind you who you truly are in my hands. You have mistaken my silence for distance, and you have mistaken delay for rejection. But I have been arranging protection around you in ways you never recognized. I am warning you because I want you prepared. Not afraid. I am calling you because I want you aligned. Not shaken. Before you go any further, if you feel this stirring in your chest, take a moment to like this video as a sign that you are choosing to listen instead of scrolling past something that could change your life. I do not ask for your attention without purpose, and I do not pull your focus away from the noise of the world for no reason. When I say this is urgent, it is because tonight marks a turning point you will remember for years. What happens will confront the doubt that has been hiding inside you and reveal the truth I have been planting in your heart. You have prayed for change, yet you have also resisted the path that leads to it. I am weary of giving the same instruction while you keep searching for another answer that feels more comfortable. The shock will come through clarity, and clarity can feel overwhelming when you have lived too long inside confusion. I am about to remove an illusion that has kept you small, and when it falls away, you will finally see how close your breakthrough has been. Do not imagine disaster when I say shocking, because my plans for you are not meant to harm you. They are meant to refine you. The shock will be the realization that I have been closer than your own breath while you believed I was far away. It will be the sudden understanding that the closed door you cried over was my protection, not my punishment. Tonight, something will shift within your heart or around your circumstances, and you will know it is me. You have been chosen to endure a season that others may not have survived, and I have watched you carry burdens without applause. I have seen the nights when you felt invisible and the mornings when you forced yourself to rise again. Do not believe your struggle went unnoticed. because every tear has been counted and every silent prayer has been heard. I am not tired of you. I am tired of the walls you keep building between us. The urgency in my voice comes from a love that refuses to watch you settle for less than what I prepared for you. I am about to confront the fear that whispers, "You are forgotten." I am about to silence the lie that says, "You are too late." What happens tonight will not destroy you. It will awaken you. You keep asking for a sign, and when I send one, you question it until it fades. This time, the sign will be clear, and it will press against your heart in a way you cannot dismiss. It may come through a conversation, a sudden peace, or an unexpected shift in your path. However it arrives, you will recognize my hand. I need you attentive, not distracted. I need your spirit open, not guarded. I need you to understand that when I say listen before it vanishes, I am speaking about opportunity, not a clock. Moments of grace pass quickly when they are ignored, and I refuse to let you miss another one. Comment 1111. You are not being warned because you are condemned. You are being warned because you are deeply loved. I am calling you out of spiritual numbness and into awareness. I am drawing a line between your old patterns and your future promise. Tonight will separate the season of delay from the season of movement. The shock may come as truth about a relationship that has drained you, or clarity about a decision you kept postponing. It may come as sudden courage to walk away from what weakens your faith. It may come as strength to step towards something you once feared, whatever form it takes. It will carry my peace, even if it feels intense at first. You must stop assuming comfort always means blessing. Growth often begins with discomfort, and transformation rarely feels easy. I am shaping you into someone stronger than your circumstances, and that process requires your attention. When I say I am tired of trying to speak to you, I am revealing how persistent my love has been. I have protected you from dangers you never saw. I have redirected you from paths that would have broken you. I have stood between you and harm more times than you can count. Now I am asking you to trust me openly, not secretly. You have grown used to surviving instead of believing. You have adjusted to disappointment as if it were normal, and you have lowered your expectations so you would not feel hurt again. I see how you prepare for the worst before anything even happens. I am about to confront that habit because it has kept you from recognizing my goodness when it stands right in front of you. The shock will expose where you have underestimated me. It will uncover how much I have already been doing behind the scenes while you thought nothing was moving. You may suddenly see how certain delays saved you from future pain. You may realize that what you called silence was preparation. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves that you can. People are using it from their couches and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret will not stay online for long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it is permanently deleted. You have been asking me to move, but you have also been clinging to what feels familiar. Familiarity has felt safer than faith. I am breaking that illusion gently but clearly. When what you depend on shifts tonight, do not panic, because I am not removing support. I am strengthening your foundation. Comment? 1, 2, 1, 2. I want you to understand something deeply personal. When I say I am tired of trying to talk to you, it is not frustration that gives up. It is love that refuses to whisper any longer. I have spoken through conscience, through conviction, through small signs that tug at your heart. You dismissed some of them as coincidence because accepting them would have required change. Tonight I am making it undeniable. The change coming is not meant to embarrass you or expose you publicly. It is meant to free you privately. There is a chain you have worn for so long that it almost feels like part of your identity. You call it caution, but it is fear. You call it realism, but it is doubt. I will not let you keep shrinking your calling to fit your insecurity. I created you with intention, and I did not design you for a life of quiet defeat. The shock you will feel is the realization that you are stronger than you believed. It will be the moment when you recognize that my protection has surrounded you even when you were careless with your faith. You have survived things that should have broken you. You have endured seasons that could have erased your hope. That was not luck. That was my hand holding you steady when your strength ran thin. I have never stepped away from you. Not once. Tonight, you may feel a sudden conviction about something you need to release. Do not ignore it. It might be a habit, a connection, or a mindset that has quietly drained your spirit. When you sense that nudge, understand that it is not condemnation. It is direction. You sometimes think that because you are not perfect, I must be disappointed. That belief has kept you distant from me. I see your flaws clearly. Yet I also see your potential more clearly than you do. I am not shocked by your weakness, but I am ready to shock your weakness with my strength. What will happen tonight may not look dramatic to others, but inside you it will feel like a door opening that you did not know existed. It could be a deep peace that replaces anxiety. It could be clarity that cuts through confusion. It could be courage that rises without warning. Do not resist it because it feels unfamiliar. Growth always feels unfamiliar at first. Trust that when I move suddenly, it is because the time has ripened. I do not rush without reason, and I do not delay without purpose. Comment 777. There is also something else you must hear clearly. The shock may include exposure of truth in your surroundings. If someone has been misleading you, if a situation has been built on half-truth, I will reveal it, not to humiliate you, but to protect you from deeper harm. You have prayed for discernment, and discernment sometimes arrives as uncomfortable clarity. Do not run from it. I am separating you from what drains your destiny. I am aligning you with what strengthens your future. You must stop interpreting every sudden shift as loss. Some shifts are rescue, some endings are shields, some disappointments are my mercy in disguise. I know you fear being alone in your decisions. I know you fear making the wrong move and facing regret. That fear has kept you frozen more than once. Tonight, I am breaking that paralysis. When the moment comes, you will feel my presence strongly. It will not be confusion. It will not be chaos. It will carry a weight of certainty that steadies your heart. Even if tears fall, there will be peace beneath them. You are not about to be punished. You are about to be positioned. The difference is everything. Punishment pushes you down. Positioning lifts you forward. You have wondered why certain doors refuse to open. You blamed yourself and questioned your worth. I was guarding you from paths that would have scattered your focus and drained your strength. I saw the traps that you could not see. Tonight, you will begin to understand how carefully I have been guiding you. The shock is the awareness that you were never abandoned. The urgency is because hesitation could delay your blessing again. I am asking for your attention because I am about to increase your responsibility. With greater clarity comes greater accountability. When you know better, you must live better. You are capable of more discipline than you think. You are capable of deeper faith than you have practiced. I am drawing it out of you. There is a part of you that has been asleep spiritually, comfortable, distracted, drifting. I am waking that part gently but firmly. Do not mistake the stirring for anxiety. It is awakening. The world around you may not change instantly, but your perception will. And perception shapes direction. Once you see clearly, you cannot pretend you did not. I am not tired of loving you. I am tired of watching you doubt that love. I am not tired of guiding you. I am tired of watching you question whether you are worth guiding. Tonight, when the shock comes, breathe and remember these words. I am with you. I am before you. I am behind you. You are chosen not because you are flawless, but because you are willing to grow. You are protected not because you never fail, but because I refuse to let failure define you. You are favored not because you are better than others, but because I have purpose woven into your path. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There are forces that try to convince you that your past defines your future. They replay your mistakes in your mind until shame feels permanent. I am stepping into that cycle and breaking it. When I move suddenly, it is because something harmful has been growing quietly, and I refuse to let it take deeper root. The shocking moment may feel like truth hitting you all at once. You may realize that the voice you have been listening to is not mine. My voice corrects, but it does not crush. My guidance convicts, but it does not humiliate. Comment? 555. You have carried guilt longer than necessary. You have apologized for things I already forgave. You have punished yourself in ways I never required. Tonight I am confronting that burden and lifting it from your shoulders. When I say I am tired of trying to talk to you, I am addressing the wall you built from disappointment. You thought that if you expected less from me, you would hurt less. That mindset has kept you distant from miracles that were meant to comfort you. The shock may come as unexpected kindness from someone you least expected. It may come as an opportunity that arrives suddenly. It may come as a deep realization that you have been harder on yourself than I ever was. You have assumed that because progress felt slow, nothing was happening. That assumption is about to collapse. I have been aligning circumstances quietly. I have been softening hearts you thought were closed. There are prayers you prayed months ago that are moving toward fulfillment. You stopped watching for them because you grew tired. I did not grow tired. Do not be surprised if something changes in your environment tonight. A conversation could shift. A plan could redirect. A door could open that you assumed was permanently sealed. You are entering a season where clarity will replace confusion. That does not mean everything will become easy, but it means you will not walk blindly. I am illuminating the path, one step at a time. You have asked me for signs. Yet when signs appeared, you hesitated. This time, the sign will feel undeniable. It will carry peace, even if it demands courage. You must understand that shock does not always mean chaos. Sometimes shock is sudden grace. Sometimes it is the realization that I have been protecting you from outcomes you could not have handled. There were outcomes that would have crushed your confidence. There were connections that would have drained your calling. I blocked them quietly while you wondered why doors stayed closed. Comment 1010. Your life has not been random. Every delay, every redirection, Every pause carried purpose. Tonight I am letting you glimpse how carefully I have been orchestrating your protection. You have doubted your worth because certain opportunities passed you by. You interpreted closed doors as rejection. I was steering you away from situations that would have entangled you in stress you were not meant to carry. The shock you experienced may be relief disguised as surprise. It may be the sudden understanding that losing something was not lost at all. It may be the realization that I was answering you in ways you did not expect. I need you to stop measuring my faithfulness by visible results alone. Much of my work happens beneath the surface. Roots grow unseen before branches stretch outward. You have roots forming now. You have resilience building within you. You have discernment sharpening even when you feel uncertain. Tonight you may sense a strong urge to let go of something you have clung to for security. That urge is not impulse. It is instruction. You have outgrown certain spaces. You have matured beyond certain patterns. Holding onto them any longer would slow your growth. I am not pushing you into danger. I am pulling you into alignment. Alignment with my purpose will feel firm but safe. You often fear sudden change because you associate it with instability. I am teaching you that change guided by me is stability in motion. The shock will also expose how strong you truly are. You underestimate your ability to adapt. You underestimate the courage I have placed inside you. When the moment comes, you will realize that you are not fragile. You are refined. You are not lost. You are led. I see the nights you stayed awake thinking about the future. I see the silent tears you wiped away so no one would notice. I have been closer than you imagined. Do not let fear narrate what is about to happen. Let faith interpret it. When you feel your heart race, remember that I am not a source of confusion. There may be a sudden conversation that clears misunderstanding. There may be an opportunity that confirms your direction. There may be an internal peace that replaces long-standing anxiety. Whatever form it takes, you will know it carries my signature. My presence brings steadiness even in intensity. You are not about to lose your footing. You are about to find it. You are not being abandoned. You are being advanced. Trust that my urgency is protection. Trust that my firmness is love. Trust that my timing is precise. You have spent too long doubting your place in my plan. Tonight you will feel chosen in a way that quiets that doubt. The shock is not meant to shake you apart. It is meant to shake loose what no longer belongs in your life. When I say something shocking will happen tonight, I am not describing chaos. I am describing confrontation with truth. You have been standing at the edge of a decision for longer than you admit. You have felt the weight of it pressing against your thoughts. Tonight, that weight will tip the scale. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There is a version of you that you have been postponing. You know it. You feel it when you imagine stepping fully into courage. Yet you have delayed because comfort felt safer than growth. Comment do. You have grown tired of uncertainty. But you have also grown comfortable inside it. Uncertainty became a hiding place where you did not have to commit fully. I am pulling you out of that space. I am not doing it to expose you, but to elevate you. The shock may arrive as a sudden clarity about what you must do next. It may feel like a strong inner conviction that refuses to quiet down. That conviction is not pressure from the world. It is my spirit aligning your will with mine. You have prayed for direction repeatedly. You have asked me to show you what to do. Now that the direction is forming, do not retreat from it. You sometimes confuse fear with warning. Fear shouts that you are not ready. My warning speaks with calm certainty and invites you to step forward. The moment that comes tonight may feel intense because it will cut through your hesitation. It will challenge excuses you have rehearsed. It will dismantle doubts you have nurtured quietly. You are stronger than the excuses you cling to. You are braver than the fear that whispers to you, I did not design you to live in constant hesitation. There are people around you who have underestimated you. Some of them have spoken words that planted seeds of doubt. You absorbed more of that doubt than you realized. Tonight, I am uprooting those seeds. You will see clearly which voices align with my truth and which ones drain your confidence. Discernment is a gift, and I am strengthening it within you. Comment 999? You have been waiting for external change before adjusting internally. I am reversing that pattern. Internal alignment must come first. The shock may not be loud. It may be a quiet but undeniable shift in perspective. You will look at a situation that once intimidated you and suddenly see possibility. I have been training you through experiences that felt ordinary. Every challenge was strengthening muscles you did not know you needed. Now those muscles are ready to carry more responsibility. Do not be surprised if tonight brings a realization about how much you have grown. You have survived things that once felt impossible. You have learned lessons that shaped your character deeply. You often overlook your own progress. You compare yourself to others and assume you are behind. That comparison has distorted your vision. I am clearing that distortion. You are exactly where you need to be for the next step I am about to reveal. When I say I am tired of trying to talk to you, I am addressing your habit of overthinking my guidance. Snorts. You analyze until clarity becomes confusion. You question until certainty feels distant. Tonight, I am cutting through that noise. The guidance you receive will feel simple. It will not require endless interpretation. You must learn to trust the peace that accompanies my direction. Even if the action requires courage, the foundation will feel steady. You have been praying for breakthrough. But breakthrough requires movement. I am removing the final barrier of hesitation. There may be an opportunity presented that feels larger than your comfort zone. That opportunity is not a trap. It is an invitation. You will feel tempted to shrink back. Remember that shrinking has never satisfied you. Growth, though uncomfortable, has always strengthened you. I am not pushing you into something you cannot handle. I am leading you into something I have prepared you for. The shock may also reveal how protected you have been. There were conversations that could have damaged you. There were circumstances that could have overwhelmed you. I redirected them quietly. You interpreted those redirections as disappointment. Tonight you will see them as preservation. You have not been overlooked. You have been shielded. You have not been forgotten. You have been formed. I am increasing your awareness because your next season requires it. Awareness brings responsibility. Responsibility brings maturity. Do not let pride block what humility can receive. Be open to correction. Be open to insight. If you sense conviction about something in your life, do not resist it. Conviction is my way of refining you without destroying you. You are not fragile glass that shatters under pressure. You are tempered steel strengthened by heat. Tonight may also bring restoration where you expected closure. I can mend what seemed broken beyond repair. Trust that I know the timing of your life. Trust that I know the weight you can carry. The urgency in my words is love refusing to let you drift any longer. I am calling you into focus. Focus on what aligns with truth. Focus on what builds faith. Focus on what strengthens character. When the moment arrives, you will know, it is me. The peace will be unmistakable. When I say something shocking will happen tonight, I am also saying that something limiting will end tonight. There has been a ceiling over your expectations, and you have lived beneath it for too long. You accepted less because you were afraid of disappointment. I am removing that ceiling. The shock will be the realization that you have been settling. You settled for small prayers when you were created for bold faith. You settled for partial peace when I intended fullness. Comme en 1515, you have told yourself that caution is wisdom. But sometimes caution is just fear wearing a respectable name. I am confronting that disguise. There are steps you were meant to take months ago that you delayed because you wanted absolute certainty. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. Faith does not wait for absolute certainty. Faith moves with trust. Tonight you will feel the difference between reckless impulse and guided conviction. You will sense that the time for hesitation has expired. The clarity coming will feel like light entering a dark room. Once the light is on, you cannot pretend the darkness is still there. I have watched you question whether you are truly capable of what you dream about. You look at your limitations and assume they disqualify you. I look at your willingness and see potential. The shock may include recognition of a gift you have minimized. You have talents you treat as ordinary because they come naturally to you. I gave them to you, intentionally. Stop measuring your worth by comparison. Comparison has stolen your joy more than once. I am restoring perspective. There may also be a conversation tonight that shifts your understanding. Someone may speak words that confirm what I have been whispering. Pay attention to confirmation. Comme en 1717, you are entering a phase where excuses will feel heavier than action. Action will feel lighter than delay. That is how you will know. I am moving. You have been waiting for perfect conditions. Perfect conditions rarely exist. Purpose unfolds in imperfect environments. The shock will also reveal how resilient you have become. You endured seasons that shaped you without breaking you. You learned patience in moments that tested your strength. Do not underestimate the training you have received through struggle. Struggle was not punishment. It was preparation. I am aligning opportunities with the person you have become, not the person you used to be. If certain doors open now that were closed before, it is because you are ready now. You feared that time was slipping away. You feared that chances were diminishing. Tonight, you will sense that timing is aligning instead of collapsing. I need you to release the narrative that you are always behind. That narrative has limited your courage. You are not behind. You are positioned. There may be a sudden urge to forgive someone you have held resentment toward. That urge will not be weakness. It will be freedom. Bitterness has weighed on your spirit more than you admitted. Letting go will feel like shock because you grew used to carrying it. You have also doubted whether I truly hear you. You pray and then immediately question whether your words matter. I have heard every whisper. The shift tonight may include a renewed confidence in prayer. You will feel less hesitant, less doubtful. Confidence in my presence will replace uncertainty. You are not meant to live constantly bracing for disappointment. I am teaching you to expect goodness again. The urgency in my voice is because opportunity requires readiness. I do not want you distracted when alignment appears. Distraction has delayed you before. Small habits have stolen focus. Tonight, you will sense a call to simplify. Simplify your thoughts. Simplify your priorities. Focus on what strengthens your spirit. The shock may not be loud to the outside world, but it will echo deeply inside you. It will be the moment you decide to stop negotiating with fear. You have negotiated with fear for too long. You have made compromises to keep it comfortable. I am ending that agreement. Fear does not get to dictate your future. You may feel emotional when realization comes. That emotion is release. That release is healing. Healing often begins with truth. Truth can feel intense, but it sets you free. You are not alone in this shift. I am guiding every step. I am steady when you feel unsteady. Trust the process unfolding tonight. Trust that what feels surprising is actually strategic. You are about to recognize that you are more prepared than you believed. You are more supported than you assumed. Stand firm in the clarity that comes. Do not shrink back into old patterns. For too long, you have defined yourself by what hurt you. You have introduced yourself to your own thoughts through the lens of disappointment. I am breaking that pattern. You are not your past wounds, and you are not your past mistakes. The shock may come as a sudden awareness that you have been living smaller than you were created to live. That realization may sting at first. It may make you see how often you settled for survival instead of stepping into purpose. Comme en 1919. Do not mistake that sting for condemnation. I do not reveal truth to shame you. I reveal it to free you. There are habits in your thinking that have limited your vision. You assume rejection before opportunity even arrives. You prepare for loss before blessing has a chance to unfold. Tonight, I am reversing that expectation. You will feel a subtle but undeniable confidence rising. It will not be loud arrogance. It will be quiet assurance. You have prayed for strength, and strength has been forming in you quietly. Strength is not always loud. Sometimes it is the steady decision to keep going when quitting feels easier. The shocking moment may also reveal who truly stands with you. There are people who celebrate you privately, but remain silent publicly. There are others who smile publicly, but doubt you privately. I will clarify connections, not to isolate you, but to protect you. Alignment in relationships matters for the season you are entering. Comment 333. You are stepping into a phase where compromise will feel heavier than obedience. You will sense that cutting corners costs more than standing firm. That awareness is growth. Growth often feels like losing comfort. You may notice that certain environments no longer fit you the way they once did. That discomfort is not failure. It is evolution. I am refining your desires. Some goals you chased were rooted in insecurity rather than purpose. Tonight, you may feel those goals losing their grip on you. That loss is not emptiness. It is space being made for something greater. I remove what distracts you from destiny. You have feared that if you let go of certain ambitions, you would be left with nothing. I assure you that when you release what I did not assign to you, you gain clarity. The shock may also include sudden gratitude. You will realize that certain things you once begged for would have burdened you. Gratitude will replace regret. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You have asked why certain timelines did not move faster. I slowed them because your character needed strengthening. I value your integrity more than your speed. Integrity will carry you further than shortcuts ever could. Tonight you may feel a renewed commitment to living with honesty and courage. You are not being pressured into perfection. You are being invited into maturity. There is also a financial or practical area of your life where anxiety has been strong. I have not ignored that concern. I have been arranging provision in ways you did not see. The shock may be an unexpected solution or opportunity in that area. It may not look exactly how you imagined, but it will carry stability. Trust that my provision does not always arrive in dramatic form. Sometimes it comes through wisdom that guides the very next choice you need to make. You have underestimated the power of small, steady actions. Those actions are about to gather strength and produce results. The urgency in my voice is here because your response matters. When clarity arrives, do not delay. When peace confirms the direction, move. You are not being pressured. You are being empowered. You have felt overlooked in places where you hope to be recognized. Tonight, you may finally understand that recognition is not your source. I am. When your worth is anchored in me, the approval of people loses its power over you. That freedom may feel shocking because you have carried the heavy burden of trying to please others. Release that weight. It was never meant to belong to you. You are chosen for faithfulness, not for applause. Faithfulness in private prepares you for public moments. The shock may also come through a deep emotional release. Tears you have held back may finally begin to fall. Those tears will not mean you are weak. They will mean healing has started. Healing often begins when truth meets surrender. I am leading you into both. You have feared that if you fully trusted me, you might lose control. Control has been the shield you used against uncertainty. Tonight, you will begin to see that surrender is safer than control. Surrender does not mean doing nothing. It means walking in partnership with me. You are not walking into darkness. You are walking into revelation. The intensity of this moment is here because transformation is happening. Transformation always carries weight. Do not shrink from it. Do not run from it. Stand steady in what you feel unfolding. Stand firm in the peace beneath the intensity. You are not about to fall apart. You are about to be established more firmly than before. I am not tired of you. I am drawing you forward. What feels shocking is actually the revealing of something that has been building for a long time. Tonight marks the movement from hesitation into conviction, from doubt into assurance, from limitation into expansion. There has been a quiet conflict within your heart between who you have been and who you are becoming. You felt it when you stayed silent instead of speaking truth. You felt it when you chose ease instead of growth. Tonight, that inner conflict will begin to settle, and you will know which direction you must walk. You have been waiting for a dramatic sign, but sometimes the most powerful shifts begin as internal decisions. When you finally decide that you will no longer live beneath your calling, everything begins to change. That decision is forming in you now. It may feel sudden, but it has been developing for much longer than you realize. Comme en 888. The urgency in my words is here because hesitation has already cost you enough. You delayed obedience while waiting for your emotions to agree completely. Emotions are not always trustworthy guides. Peace and conviction are. The shock may come as boldness rising in a situation where you once stayed quiet. You will speak with clarity instead of fear. You will choose integrity instead of approval. There is also an area of compromise that I have been gently addressing for months. You justified it because it seemed small, but small compromises can quietly grow into larger consequences. Tonight, I am closing the door on that compromise, not by force, but by awakening your conscience with strength. When you feel that awakening, do not ignore it. Comment? 666. You have asked me to increase your influence, but influence requires discipline. Discipline requires honesty. I am strengthening both inside you. The shock may also involve a new understanding of time. You have worried that too much of it was wasted. You have replayed missed opportunities again and again in your mind. I am showing you now that nothing was wasted. Even your detours taught you wisdom. Even your failures shaped humility. What you thought pushed you backward was actually shaping you forward. Tonight, you will sense that the timeline of your life is not broken. It is precise. There may be a sudden restoration of confidence in an area where you once felt insecure. That confidence will not feel forced. It will feel grounded. Grounded confidence does not need constant reassurance. It rests in identity. I am restoring your identity. You are not defined by the opinions that tried to label you. You are not confined by the mistakes that tried to shame you. You are defined by my purpose over your life. The shock may also include a moment of realization about how deeply I have protected you from unseen harm. There were plans against you that never succeeded. There were words spoken over you that never took root. You survived more than you know. You were shielded more than you saw. When this realization settles in your heart, gratitude will begin to replace anxiety. Gratitude changes perspective. You have often focused on what went wrong. Tonight, you will begin to notice what went right. That shift alone will feel powerful. There is a part of you that has longed to feel chosen instead of overlooked. I have chosen you again and again. I have positioned you strategically. You may have felt unnoticed in certain spaces, but unseen growth is still growth. Roots deepen before fruit appears. The shock may be the first visible fruit of what has been forming beneath the surface. Do not dismiss small beginnings. Small beginnings often carry great promise. You are stepping into a season where excuses will no longer sound convincing. You will see clearly that you are capable of more. That clarity demands action. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Action does not require perfection. It requires trust. Trust that I am guiding you step by step. You have feared making the wrong move and ruining everything. That fear exaggerated your responsibility. You are not carrying your life alone. I am involved in every detail. I can redirect what goes off course. I can redeem what seems broken. Snorts. The urgency is not to frighten you. It is to awaken you fully. I am calling you into alertness. Alertness means paying attention to subtle nudges. Alertness means recognizing when peace confirms a direction. There may also be a practical adjustment you must make soon. It could involve finances, work, or daily habits. Do not resist practical wisdom. Spiritual growth and practical responsibility work together. I am guiding both areas of your life. The shock may include letting go of a version of yourself that sought constant validation. That version has grown tired. Freedom awaits you beyond it. You are not here to prove your worth endlessly. Your worth was established before you achieved anything. Tonight you may sense a deeper assurance that you are secure in me. That security will quiet the restless striving. Striving has exhausted you. Alignment will strengthen you. I am not asking you to be fearless. I am asking you to be faithful. Faithfulness in small decisions leads to confidence in larger ones. You are being trained for greater responsibility. The shock will not push you backward. It will propel you forward. When the moment comes, stand steady. Do not retreat into doubt. You are more prepared than you realize. You are more supported than you can see. I am not tired of loving you. I am persistent because your future matters deeply. Tonight marks a threshold. Step across it with trust. What feels intense is actually the beginning of clarity, settling into your life in a way that will not fade easily. Recognition of who you truly are. Recognition of what I have truly been doing. Recognition that you are not as fragile as fear convinced you to believe. You have been carrying an identity shaped by survival. You learn to endure, to adapt, to protect yourself. Survival kept you going, but it also kept you guarded. Tonight, I am shifting you from survival into purpose. That shift can feel shocking because purpose requires openness. It requires vulnerability in areas where you once hid. Comment 444. You have hidden parts of your dream because you feared ridicule. You have downplayed your desire because you feared disappointment. I am asking you to bring those hidden parts into the light. The urgency in my voice is because hesitation has become a habit. Habits shape destiny quietly. I am interrupting that habit now. There is a decision forming in your heart, even as you read this. It may be small in appearance, but it carries weight. It is the decision to stop delaying obedience. Obedience does not mean rigid perfection. It means willing alignment. You are capable of that alignment. The shock may also include clarity about boundaries. You have allowed certain behaviors in your life that drained your peace. You tolerated them because confrontation felt uncomfortable. Peace is worth protecting. Tonight, you will feel courage rising to set boundaries without guilt. Comment 1313. You have often mistaken patience for passivity. Patience waits with trust. Passivity avoids responsibility. I am not calling you to passive waiting anymore. I am calling you to active faith. Active faith moves when peace confirms direction. It speaks when silence becomes compromise. It steps forward even when certainty is not complete. The shock will also reveal how much you have grown in wisdom. Situations that once confused, you will now feel clearer. People you once misunderstood will now make sense. Discernment has been forming quietly within you. You are no longer as easily misled as before. You may notice that your tolerance for negativity has decreased. That is not arrogance. It is maturity. I am refining your environment because your calling requires clarity. You cannot carry heavy purpose with cluttered focus. There is also a lingering fear about failure that has influenced your decisions. You have avoided risks to avoid embarrassment. You have chosen predictability over possibility. Tonight, that fear will lose its grip. You will realize that obedience matters more than outcome. When you move with me, even mistakes become lessons rather than disasters. You are not walking alone into uncertainty. I am before you, behind you, and beside you. The shock may also include unexpected affirmation. Someone may recognize your growth. Someone may acknowledge your effort. Do not cling to affirmation as your foundation. Let it encourage you, but keep your anchor in me. You have longed to feel steady inside, not constantly fluctuating between confidence and doubt. That steadiness is forming now. Steadiness does not mean you will never feel emotion. It means emotion will not control you. You are learning to respond instead of react. That shift alone is powerful. There may also be a practical redirection in your schedule or priorities. Something you once considered urgent may suddenly feel less important. Something you neglected may feel vital. Pay attention to that reordering. I am teaching you to value what truly matters. The shock will not be random. It will align with everything I have been building in you. You may experience a deep internal release. Old resentment, old regret, old fear may rise briefly before dissolving. Let it dissolve. Do not hold on to what I am removing. You have spent too much time bracing for disappointment. I am teaching you to anticipate goodness again. Goodness does not mean a life without challenge. It means my presence steady through every challenge. You are stepping into a phase where clarity will demand courage. When clarity comes, do not shrink back. You have prayed for answers. Answers bring responsibility. Responsibility may feel heavy at first, but it is also empowering. You are being trusted with more. I am not overwhelming you. I am equipping you. The urgency in my tone is love pressing you into readiness. I do not want you to drift into your next season unaware. Awareness sharpens decision. Decision shapes direction. You are not about to lose control. You are about to gain conviction. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase, just 9 words long, that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Conviction anchors you. Conviction studies you. When the moment arrives, you will feel a deep calm beneath the intensity. That calm is my confirmation. Do not let the suddenness frighten you. Suddenness does not equal chaos. You are not fragile. You are formed. You are not abandoned. You are appointed. Tonight marks another layer of awakening. Receive it with trust. Step into it with courage. I have not been speaking to alarm you. I have been speaking to prepare you. When I said something shocking would happen tonight, I meant that the version of you that tolerated less than my promise would finally lose its authority. You have lived beneath labels that never came from me. You have accepted limits that were shaped by fear and past pain. Tonight, those limits will be confronted. The shock will be the awareness that you no longer agree with the small story you told yourself. You will feel a quiet refusal rising within you, a refusal to keep shrinking, a refusal to keep settling. Comme en 1414. You have spent years adapting to survive circumstances that were never meant to define you. You became strong in ways that were necessary at the time. But survival strength is not the same as purpose strength. Purpose strength is rooted in identity. It knows where it stands even when surroundings shift. That strength is rising in you now. There is a specific area of your life where you have been silent out of caution. You convinced yourself that silence was wisdom. In truth, it was fear of disruption. Tonight you may feel a prompting to address what you avoided. It will not come with anger. It will come with calm conviction. Do not confuse calm with weakness. Calm conviction is powerful. It speaks without shouting and stands without trembling. Comme en 1818. You have wondered whether I truly see the quiet battles you fight. I see them clearly. I have watched you wrestle with insecurity, comparison, and doubt. You questioned whether your faith was enough. You questioned whether your prayers were heard. Yet, you kept returning to me, even when you felt uncertain. That returning matters. That persistence matters. The shock tonight may also involve realizing how much growth has happened in you while you were focused on what was missing. You have matured in discernment. You have matured in patience. You are not the same person you were 1 year ago. You are not as easily shaken. You are not as easily deceived. You may feel a sudden gratitude for trials you once resented. That gratitude will not erase the pain you felt. It will transform your perspective about it. Perspective changes direction. When you see differently, you walk differently. There is also a hidden confidence forming in you. It is not loud. It does not demand attention. It simply knows. That knowing is alignment. Alignment with who I created you to be. You have feared stepping fully into your calling because you worried about responsibility. Responsibility feels heavy when identity feels uncertain. But identity is becoming clearer now. When you know who you are in me, responsibility becomes purpose instead of pressure. The shock may also include a shift in how you view a past disappointment. You once saw it as loss. You will now see it as redirection. Redirection protected you. Redirection preserved you. You have been guided more carefully than you realized. You were never drifting without oversight. The urgency in my voice is because this awareness must not fade. Moments of clarity can pass if ignored. I am asking you to hold on to this one. There may be an opportunity that requires quick response. When peace confirms it, do not delay. Delay has cost you before. You are learning to recognize the difference between fear and wisdom. Wisdom feels steady. Fear feels frantic. Trust the steadiness. You have also been carrying quiet fatigue. Not physical alone, but emotional. Fatigue from hoping and waiting. Tonight, you may feel that fatigue lift slightly. Not because everything changes instantly, but because your perspective does. You will realize that you are not alone in carrying your future. I am carrying it with you. There are doors that are about to open in the coming days. The shock tonight is preparation for those openings. Preparation ensures you walk through without shrinking back. You have asked to feel chosen. Chosen does not mean exempt from challenge. It means equipped for purpose. You are equipped more than you think. You may also feel a new boldness in prayer. Words will come more confidently. Doubt will interrupt less. That boldness is not arrogance. It is trust deepening. You are not being pushed into something harmful. You are being pulled into something higher. Higher does not mean distant. It means aligned. The shock will not scatter you. It will center you. The urgency is not a threat. It is love urging readiness. You are stepping into a chapter where your voice matters more than you realized, where your obedience influences more than you see. Do not minimize your impact. Even your quiet faithfulness carries weight. Tonight is not the end of something precious. It is the end of hesitation. It is the end of believing you are less than you are. It is the end of doubting that I am working. You have carried responsibilities quietly. You have handled pressures without always speaking about them. That quiet endurance has built resilience. But it has also hidden your strength from your own eyes. Tonight, you will see yourself differently. You will recognize that you are not as fragile as you once believed. You have passed through storms that could have shattered your confidence. Yet you are still standing. Comme en 2020. There is something powerful about finally recognizing your own endurance. It changes the way you face what is ahead. Instead of preparing for everything to fall apart, you begin to expect stability. The shock may also show you how much of your fear was built on outcomes that never happened. You spent energy preparing for disasters that never arrived. Those imagined situations stole peace from moments that could have been restful. I am breaking that pattern. You are learning to live by truth instead of assumption. You have often believed that if something feels intense, it must be bad. But that is not always true. Intensity can be a sign that growth is pressing against old limits. Tonight, you may feel intensity moving through your thoughts. But beneath that intensity, clarity will be present. That clarity will not confuse you. It will steady you. Comment 2120 et un, a neuroscientist says, yes. A 9-word script hidden for years in government files can awaken a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already facing legal pressure and could disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted forever. There is also a call for you to simplify your inner life. You have carried too many conflicting voices in your mind. Opinion, expectations, and comparisons have created noise. I am quieting that noise. When the noise settles, my direction becomes easier for you to hear. You will notice that certain worries no longer hold you as tightly. You will feel less driven to control every outcome. That release may feel unfamiliar at first,